Hey gang, good morning, it is, TBB, or my name's Valerie Valentine is my singing name. So we're gonna do a bedtime, or I'm gonna do a little mini story time in my bed. So come get in bed with me, and we'll talk. This is a story on the first time that I ever heard from God. Um, get you some coffee and just hop on in bed, and we'll just have a little chit chat right here in my bed with me and my baby Jack. Jack, Jack, say hi. Yeah, so that's Jack. So you guys are in bed with me, and we're gonna have a little story time. The first time that God spoke to me. Okay, I might make a little series of this, like bed pillow talk. Pillow talk from that movie. Pillow talk with me and Jack. Okay, this is the first time I ever met Jesus, that God came to me. I know I'm ugly in the mornings, so just put a bag, look away. Just look away. So, I was 19. I'm fast forwarding. I was living with I was not raised in church. I didn't know who God was. My parents didn't teach me about Jesus. I mean, I went to church, but I didn't know what church was. I knew church had a feeling, like I was scared of the church feeling. The church was always a scary feeling to me. I can't really explain it, but no, it was more like the Easter Bunny and Santa Claus, stuff like that. So when I was 19, um, I was living with a boyfriend because I was a runaway and I lived off and on with guys. You know, I was codependent on them. And me and my boyfriend, we partied a lot, did recreational drugs, cocaine. I did some cocaine recreationally. It was just a big party. I was 19. I came home one day, or I was driving his car, and I lifted up the mat, and there was a needle under the mat. Now, I have done drugs. This is a testimony now. I have done drugs in the past. I loved to do drugs. I was in the mindset of, the 60s type people, you know. I mean, I've been singing since I was young. I lived above a karaoke bar when I was 16. And when drugs were an escape for me and fantasy. So drugs and music just went hand in hand with me. But anyway, so me and the guy I was seeing, we tried, I tried to have a family and do all that, but I never got pregnant. I thank God now. Um, but I found a needle in his mat one day, and that's one thing I never did do, is I never I never could bring myself to touch a needle, even though everybody was doing it around me. Um, and I've had a lot of friends that shot up. That just wasn't, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. But I didn't know Jesus at this time. I didn't know God. I didn't know. I really hadn't even thought about anything spiritual. I didn't fear anything at that age. I didn't fear anything. Um, but that when I found the needle, it tripped me out really big time. I mean, I knew I was in serious, something I didn't want to be involved in. Needless to say, me and the guy split up. He left me. Good riddance. You know, I loved him, but whatever. So, he left me in our apartment. It was in the middle of summer. I had no way to pay for the apartment. I was dancing, but all my money went to I blew it. So I couldn't pay the bills. And, the electric got shut off on me. It was midsummer. I was burning up. I had been on a Coke binge for like the last week, and I only had a couple hits of Coke left, you know. And I mean, at that time, drugs and partying was all I really knew, you know. I thought that was life. And when he left, I had that, and I had a bologna sandwich, and I had nowhere to go. Didn't really know anybody. And I'd done my last bump of Coke. I remember laying in the kitchen floor of that apartment. And that was the first time I heard God speak to me. And he told me I was going to be okay. And that peace, you know, like everything was going to be okay. He gave me a peace that surpassed any understanding, you know, in my heart. I knew that I was going to be okay. I didn't know how, but I heard his voice. And I started getting really attached to crosses. And loved crosses. And they were beautiful. I was magnetized to the cross. And now I know why. um, you know, I've been saved for years, and but yeah, God came to me in that floor. It was a scary time in my life. I ended up going to the lady next door, and meeting a friend through a friend, and it was a guy friend. And me and this guy actually had a long-term relationship, and he was a Christian guy, and me and him are still friends to this day. In fact, that's why I'm in Ohio. We were going to get married. We were together 10 years, and God sent me Jeff in my life at that time. I loved this man more than anything. But, you know, we grew apart, and we're friends now, and he lives close to me. And, I mean, that's why I'm in Ohio. But, yeah, laying in that floor, no electric, nowhere to go, scared, 19. God spoke to me that day. And, that was, you know, the beginning of my relationship. Now, I mean, it was a long time before I became saved and all that. That was the very first time I acknowledged God. You know what I mean? But anyways, I'm not gonna bore you. I'm gonna get some coffee, and yeah, this was some pillow talk. My first encounter with God. If you would like some more pillow talk videos and mini stories with me and Jack, Jack Attack, I love my dog. I love Jack. He's a Foxy Russell. He's a Jack Russell, and he has Foxy Terrier. But Jack is my buddy. But yeah, it's been fun, Pillow Talk. Have a great day. God bless, and I will talk to you in soon. Peace. Won't go off. Bye.